Hello, Adam Houston here from MarketClub with your 1 p.m. update for Thursday, the 14th of April. Well, today's big event had to be the metals and the oil. They come back with a vengeance. Oil trading over 108. Metals, led by silver, really doing very, very well. We're going to be taking a look at all these markets using MarketClub's trade triangle technology. But let's first look at the dollar index, which is minus 100. So here we are. The dollar index is right here. You can see minus 100 and 74.69 is the last trade. So click on here, we'll see the chart. And as you can see from the chart, it is not a pretty picture for the dollar. However, we're still looking for this market to go down to 74. Now, this is a basket of currencies. You can see new lows. We had sort of a little sideways market Monday and Tuesday, even Wednesday, but nonetheless, Tuesday was a bad day. Then Wednesday didn't help, and then Thursday today is under pressure, 74.69, minus 100. Also, the Swiss franc made an all-time high against the U.S. dollar. Having lived in Switzerland for 6 years, this is a huge, huge move. And you can see it. This trend has just continued down, continued down, continued down. Our monthly trade triangles from 81.49, 81.45 show nice profits. The weekly, 76.95, nice profits. What's nice about currencies is once they get set in a trend, they continue. And this is a big trend in the U.S. dollar for sure. So let's go back to our portfolio. And let's take a look at some other markets here. And I want to look at the crude oil market, which is something we've been following very closely. We're currently trading 108.09. We're doing this live. We've got a plus 85 that sort of picked up from a plus 75 last week. So you can see where we are here. We've had the pullback. We're coming back. And I think depending on where we see this market close today, if we close over the 108 level, I think we'll probably have a test of the 110 and possibly the 112. However, this market is lower for the week, and that's something to remember. But I think the other markets, people are just running into the next market, which is basically going to be the metals, which are really amazing right now. So let's take a look at the metals. And we're going to look at the spot metal, which is up. The great thing about MarketClub, we have real-time Forex and metal prices. So when I say it's 41.70, that's the price right now in the world for silver. And there's a limited number of silver. A lot of silver has gone into industrial computers and so forth, or industrials. There's not a lot of physical silver around. So we're up 2.3%. Now, we've been talking for weeks, actually months now, about buying silver, selling gold on a spread. And as you can see, we're up on the gold we're up 0.91. So you would have picked up almost 1.4% today with very little risk. So our SLV, which is the iShares ETF, Silver Trust, is 40.67. That's actually, if you look at this market, we'll look at this one first. As it's coming up, I'm going to look at this very closely, but this market is acting extremely well. This is a new all-time high for the SLV. We're plus on everything, plus 100, a very strong trend. We've been talking about silver forever. We think this market's going to go to $50 on the spot price, on the spot. That's not necessarily the futures, but that's we'll be taking our lead. We're currently trading in the spot market, I would say right around 41.52. So I think we've got maybe $8, $9 on the upside there. So we'll have something very similar to this market on the upside. But this is a great close. We've taken out Friday. We're off to the races. This is a huge, huge move. So really pay attention to this market very carefully. And let's just clear the screen again. Easy to do. And I'm going to go back to my portfolio. And you can see silver, which is currently trading 41.71. It's slowed down a little bit. It's a plus 85. Again, this hasn't surpassed the move in the previous high, but it's very, very close. And as you can see, if it closes up here, it's basically going to be a new all-time high close for silver. You have to go back to 1980 and the Hunt brothers when silver hit $50. But that's the all-time high we've seen recently, and that was 41.93. So over 42, you could say new all-time highs in silver. It looks like it's going to do it. Closing up here is a new all-time closing high. Very, very positive on this market. So let's go to our next market. and that's going to be the stocks, which we've talked about. That slipped from 85 down to 75, down to 65 today. Now, when you're in 65, you're officially into a trading range. We're going to look at the S&P 500, which is down just barely 0.18%. You can see we were looking for this market to come down into the Fibonacci nesting areas we talked about yesterday and the day before, and that's exactly what's happening. And we're going to see this market come up in just a second. And while I'm doing that, I'll get my drawing tool. And as you can see, we were very concerned about, we're very concerned about this happening, and that was the resistance level we pointed out, I think last week sometime, was right around here. And of course, you've got this double top right here. And this is the area that really, if you really want to know where everything's going to hit the fan, it's going to be right here. And that level is, if I have it written down, I'll tell you, it's 1249. If we see this market go below 1249, watch out. We're going to give a big move down, and I would pay very close attention to this. But it looks like we possibly may have seen, at least for the moment, some sort of support coming in to the market right around this level, and I think that's just above the 1300 level, which we thought would be an area that we would hit. We still have some other zones, and let me just take everything off the screen and I'll show you what they are. So let me just clear the screen, go back to my Fibonacci tool. I love this tool. It's easy to use. Stretch it out. You see how easy that is to do? So we said 38% was 1305. We obviously hit that today. 50% is 1294. And 61.8% is 1283. So I could see us going down below 1300, but the big number, the really big number to watch in my mind, which would be a game changer for this market, is this level right here. Whoops. And that's going to be the number is 1249. So just mark that on your calendar, 1249. If the market goes below that level, it's really going to be under pressure. Probably a close under 1255 would also put the market under pressure, but 1249 is the number I'm looking at, and I think we'll see the market hit that level in the not too distant future. We may see a little pop here for the end of the week, but the market is lower for the week. We closed last Friday at 1328. We're currently trading around 1311. So we're down for the week, and that's not necessarily a good sign for this market. So I'd pay very close attention to the technicals on this. So let me take everything off the screen, clear it up, and go back to our inflation market that we talked about before, and that's the CRB indicator. Go back to there's the Reuters Jeffries CRB index, and I'm going to be looking at that chart right now. It's plus 85, so it's actually, the trend is still very clearly up in this, but we've sort of taken a little breather. That is actually down lower for the week, which is a good sign. But however, this is what I wanted to share with you, and this is something I pay very close attention to with the candlestick charts. If you don't already have our candlestick book, give us a call or stop by, send us an email, and you can just say support@iknow.com, and we'll shoot you out this book, because what I'm looking at is this right here, and that is today's action. When you have a market that does this, then the next day you have a line that does this, which is solid like we have here, the blue line. That's called a bullish engulfing line. If we close here and then tomorrow, meaning Friday, if we close higher, it confirms that this is a low, just like this was a low, and we'll see this market probably go up and challenge the highs. We're still looking for this to go up to close to the 395 level on the upside. But all of our trade triangles, with the exception of our daily, which we don't pay a lot of attention to with this CRB index, are positive from 361, just a little bit higher than we are right now, and 278. So the longer term trend is still on the upside, and we're going to see that go higher. So be sure to tune in, by the way, for our show tonight, 7 p.m. We're going to be going into these markets in a lot more detail. We'll be taking your questions. I'll be joined by Susan Jackson and our ace producer, Hollywood Lutz, and we'll get this show on the road. Listen, thanks for stopping by today. Every success, but watch these markets carefully. We've got some big trends going on, and I want you to catch them with our trade triangles. See you tomorrow.